All right, so this week's off to a suck start. This is Tuesday. I don't even know what today's date is. The 6th. And oop, gotta turn this down. Me and Mary are the only ones working today. Monday we were gonna work, but it was a complete rain out, so no one worked on Monday. And then today was supposed to be a complete rain out and it didn't rain. So everybody already made pre-existing plans, but I'll put a screenshot of the exact weather report that I got last night right here. So the weather when I was going to bed last night showed that it was going to rain all day today, complete rain out. And it stopped raining at like 9 a.m. this morning. And I'm seeing a bunch of other landscaping companies out working. But what me and Mary are doing today is we're just going through all the trucks, filling up with gas so we don't got to do it in the morning, doing all the oil filters, yada yada yada, etc, etc. Pretty boring day. Not gonna film a lot today, even though we didn't film yesterday. But going through doing that stuff, sharpening blades on mowers as they need it, doing greasing on those as they need it. So pretty boring, really just a maintenance day. We'll be back working tomorrow though. I was gonna do some machine work today, but I didn't even think it was worth it to do a half day of machine work with the amount of time that it takes to take the machine off, to put it back on the trailer when it's all said and done, yada yada yada. I didn't think it was worth it, so we're just gonna clean slate it tomorrow, do a fresh new slate. So we're just gonna fuel these up. We just checked oil on these. I actually just did oil on this truck and the International. So the older Chevy and then the yeah, watch where you're driving. Anyways, doing the older Chevy and then the Ford, which I'm sure the Ford will be fine on stuff like that. The Ford only goes out like 5 days, probably 4 or 5 days a week. I can't even lie, that's a full-time working truck. But yeah, I think Mary's truck's a quart low that she's in right now. But we're just gonna fuel them up, do some pedigree maintenance stuff today, try and utilize the no work day for that, and then actually hoping to be done by all that at what time is it right now? It's 11 right now, hoping to get all that stuff done by like 1, 2 o'clock, because I do have 2 estimates to check out for 2 spring cleanups, both in Lynn. So if I don't get any more footage, we'll see you guys. Good morning, YouTube. It is May 7th, Wednesday, and it is 6:30. We're heading down the yard right now. Today's kind of a bland day. I mean, it's 60 degrees right now. Kind of dreary from the past 2 days. There's a lot of rain on the ground and whatnot. Hoping that the sun's gonna hit it right now. By the looks of it, the sun is starting to come out in places. But my thought is we're gonna have a 2-man grass crew today, doing probably about 20 or so accounts. They're probably gonna cut about 20 or so accounts. Mary's landscaping crew is gonna be doing their thing, and then that place where I put the stairs and landing in, asphalt companies finally starting to get back to us after having stuff planned out. So I think today we're gonna try and do the curb cut and rip out all the asphalt. So we'll see you guys when we get down the yard. All right, so it is 7:20 down the yard. The 6 landscape guys, lawn and landscape guys, are already on the road. I'm just hooking up the machine. I think for today, Ronaldo comes in at 10 to work with me, so I'm just gonna start ripping apart the driveway, and then maybe around 10 I'll come down here and transfer out my pickup truck for the actual International to start trucking asphalt out of there. So my thought is take all the asphalt out of there with this pig and then make like a pile of it kind of deal, and then actually truck it out afterwards. I think that'll work. Because then once I put everything in a pile, I'll actually know just the amount of stuff that I'm working with. All right, so it's 8 o'clock. We're back on the job with the Bobcat and the big truck that we're gonna start loading up with asphalt. And I just wanted to take a second to say, I've been looking at you guys watching the video of the wall that fell down in Boxford there that we were working on Saturday, and I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it, and it doesn't go unnoticed. But hoping to keep that flow going. We'll try and keep coming out with good content for everyone to watch. Like today, ripping out a driveway. Big piece of asphalt. I'm taking the driveway with me. Look at that, I got a whole piece. That's pretty cool looking. And the base under there does not look great. Outstanding. So we're gonna have to work on that today. We'll have to take some material out of here as well. But first, we'll try and get some of this asphalt out, huh? We'll angle it up like that. Put our E-brake on quick. Think skinny. The thought is try and maybe jump on it, break it off into manageable pieces, or don't. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this grade down just a little bit so that way we can put some crushed stone all throughout here and then get a nice grade. And don't think that I didn't work on Monday and Tuesday just because I didn't post a video. I definitely was working. It was just a different type of work. One of my good friends from Revere that owns a landscaping company, and I think you guys heard me talk on the phone one day when I was going to Caruso. He had 2 trucks stolen out of his yard in Revere the night of, let's see, today's the 6th and it's Tuesday. No, today's the 7th and it's Wednesday. So Sunday night going into Monday morning, and I was helping him by retrieving them. One of them popped up actually like a block away from our yard, which was a Chevy van, and then the other one was a Ford pickup truck. And luckily within 48 hours both of them were back to the yard. You couldn't ask for a better outcome. I mean, they were all bashed up and everything, but that's what insurance is for. I'm just glad that no one was hurt and the trucks are back to the rightful owner. We got all the cement loaded up, so that means the only thing we gotta do after this is finish ripping out the asphalt. And I'm gonna try not to put a bunch of holes in my bed by dumping this stuff, which is a lot easier said than done. I'm pretty sure Santa Claus just drove by. Pretty cut in here. Oh, no, you go. Trust me. You have a long line waiting behind you. If you let me go. That's a heavy bucket. yards, give or take. Yeah, probably 4 yards as a skim coat for base. Maybe even 5. I want to go a little bit thick with it. Oop, didn't mean to hit that. Because as it sits right now, there's stone dust under it, so I don't know why they use stone dust as the choice of aggregate. That I haven't seen that yet in my life. So kind of a unique way of doing it. I don't know. It could have been a Johnny homeowner job back in the 70s. Who knows? The homeowner that just recently bought it in the past month that I'm doing the work for did tell me that, like, basically nothing's been done to this house since the 70s. So that's kind of outstanding. That's why he said he's gonna do a lot of work to the house since nothing's been touched in like 40-50 years. He did a lot of work himself. A couple months ago, this whole thing in the front was lined with arborvitaes. And it didn't look like good arborvitaes. They was like overgrown. It looked like crap. So he just figured he cut them all out and clean slate. Blank slate with everything. Because what the original Johnny homeowner was doing was not that pretty. You like that save? It's Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne on the sticks over here. I feel like a meathead. I was gonna bring my chest mount so that way you guys wouldn't be staring at this the whole time, and I friggin' forgot it at my house like a meathead. But either tomorrow or next video we'll have that. Woo! We just ripping up asphalt. Let's see what we can do with this. Really bummed out. Right on conversation level, we got Billy Joel playing, but I can't even play it because I'll get copyrighted. Who doesn't like Billy Joel? You're goofy if you don't. Now we gotta be very careful putting this in the back of the truck with 2 pieces. Gotta be very careful. I'm sneaking up on a wabbit. My age are probably too young to know that, what that's even from. I'm willing to bet they don't even know who Elmer Fudd is. Oh, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I'm hoping we can get all this asphalt out in one load. The truck's already starting to look a little heavy. Touching the helper springs yet. We're good. Ah! The back of the machine picking up. Whee! Little piece. Little piece. So this is what we do to little pieces like this. Holy crap. I'm actually kind of scared because I don't want to hit that wall over there. Is there anybody walking by? Let's send it. Woo. There we go. Just like I planned. The only thing that sucks now is I got to drive over it. This truck looks sweet. Look at this thing. 1 second. That thing's sweet. It's a Mack RD, like an R model Mack. Ah, sweet. Boat hauler truck with one of the big trailers on the back that drops into the water and everything. Ooh. It said Liberty Marine on the side. That thing's sweet. Sounded like a Cummins. It was either Cummins or a cat. Oh, I jinxed it. I made it till 10 o'clock before one broke right as I was throwing it in the tailgate. Luckily it happened behind the truck and not over there. That would have been a whole other different shit show. Alright, so it is 11 o'clock right now, and we are heading to dump our first load of asphalt out of that house that we're working at today. I think we'll get 2 loads out of there, and then we'll have to take some loom out of there, which I think is going to be fun. I think probably going to have to end up taking like 4 or 5 yards of loom out of there just to put another 4 or 5 yards of gravel down, which is either going to happen later today or tomorrow. My main concern is getting the asphalt out while we have the machine on site, because I'm bringing that machine back tonight. So go ahead, pull right out, why don't you? Uber! When's this light gonna turn green? I don't think it is gonna turn green. Beautiful tribute. I don't know if you guys can see it. That is the Murata Superliner. Sad. I think I'm gonna try and make an appearance later today to the, I believe they're having the wake at Solomini's today. Young guy, he was 55, and he was friends with a lot of people that I'm with, so sad, sad, sad. Young guy. There's Anthony, and then it looks like John Sr. was in that other loader, the one that was next to us, pushing up the pile. So we'll back down on this asphalt pile quick, and then we'll get our asses out of here. This is where all the big school truckers go. Much before this truck, I only had 1 tons, which would explain why I never really got to come in here. We'll back right down on the pile. I'm gonna get all muddy. Look at these guys just run CV whips to absolutely nothing. Joke's on me, I don't got a high-sided dump truck like them. We'll be here for the next 3 to 5 business years. should be going any second now. I'm actually kind of shocked it hasn't gone yet. Pretty sure that's everything, but we'll get out here in a second and give it a check. Yep. Alright. Time to head back to the job. It's gonna take a half a year for this thing to go down anyway, so I might as well start driving to the front. So many random landscape companies in this area that are growing so quick. Alright, so it's 2:20 right now. Whole thing's ripped out. The only thing I gotta do when I come back is grab this curb and yank that guy out, flag that stuff off, and then either later today or tomorrow we're gonna come in and grade the hell out of this, get it ready for asphalt. Just got a wild card thrown on me. The company that we usually use for paving said that if we get it prepped, they'd make it happen. Let me mind you, this job's been in their queue for about a month. So we just call them and we're like, hey, by the way, like we said, we're gonna prep it this week. It'll be done and prepped tomorrow. And they're like, all right, we'll pave it in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So now I'm on the hunt for another paving company because I don't want these customers to have a gravel driveway with lips everywhere for the next month. So we're gonna have to make something happen there. I'm sure I'll find someone. It's really not that big of a deal. Ronaldo, primero eso, tal vez ayuda a mí con eso. And maybe when I leave and do this.
Oh, what is?
Maybe help pick up the rocks.
Oh, okay.
And then when I leave, do this. I thought he was about to broom out the rocks. That would have been a great thing for the camera. Yeah, and I think on this trip to Woody's, I'm gonna stop by the lake for the great guy that we lost this week, John Murata. So I gotta get in my trucker blues, my blue jeans, a good set of them before I head to Woody's. And then, yeah, all right, we'll start trucking in the next 5 minutes. that's about all of it. All right, cool. Let's get back to Nahant. We got more work to do, and it's 3:30. And I still got, probably with traffic, an hour's ride back to the yard. And I still gotta trade this truck out after the work's all done. Go grab my pickup truck. Ay, 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 ay. Today's not gonna be an early day. Just not how today's gonna pan out. Have a good one, John. Alright, so it's exactly 6 o'clock on Tuesday. This is where we stand right now. We ended up getting, I think it was just under 20 ton of asphalt out of here. We laid down 3 yards of crushed stone. Tomorrow we're gonna come and actually finish the grade, and then we gotta put a little curb cut right in here. And then that's really about it. So tonight I'm bringing this down the yard, and then I gotta come back down here and grab that. So tonight's probably gonna be a 7:30 night. Over time. No, it's good because we didn't have any work on Monday or Tuesday, so this will float my hours.
I'm gonna trick that truck and trailer if my Bluetooth headphones are in there.
In this?
Yeah, I think someone stole one.
Wasn't me. I never wear them.
You gotta adjust that strap.
Yeah, I'll adjust it in a couple minutes.
It's like bouncing.
Yeah, it's good for it, right? Trying a new point of view today. We'll either love it or hate it, and we'll go back to the head strap, but I figured I'd give it a whirl. It's different. Oh, I'll take that spot. By the looks of it, I'm looking down right now. It probably isn't going to be good with this truck, but it will probably be good with the big truck, because he sits straight up. ¿Qué pasa? Sueño.
No.
Yo, sí. Finito trabajar a las 7:30.
You gotta put this
Yeah.
here.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Go. So that way it's like a bird's eye view.
Skyward. How you do that? Like, alright, so we're up at Woody's. We're just waiting to get loaded. And what time is it? 8:15. Hopefully we'll be back around 9. Like to get all this laid today. I think I'm gonna do 5 yards. I don't think I'll need a full 6, but I might buy 6, but I don't know yet. Alright, so we just got back on site. Basically all we gotta do here is lay down some crush and we're all good. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of our day. I got 5 yards of crush that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. We'll find something to do with it. Oh, we're about halfway done with this, give or take. And we just got a lot of pack to go down. Torasaki. Let's go take a step back and see what we're working with. So far, I'm liking it. Todos aqui. Hey, dumpear todos aqui na esquina. Bueno. Jimmy's a team player. Good guy. Local guy. Maybe medio aquí. O todos.
Oh.
Oh. Dumped todos aqui. What do you guys think when guys don't listen? Do you think it's because they just don't know any better, or it's just they don't give a shit? Drop a comment down below. Alright, so it is just a couple minutes before 12. Got this all compacted and graded. Gonna need a couple of patch spots. Ronaldo's coming back right now with another 3 yards of limb pack that we're gonna lay in here and then use it as touch up along the way. The only other things that we gotta do today is we gotta put in a little 2-foot curb cut right here. And then I had Ronaldo grab 2 more caps from the Mason Supply place because we're going to replace these 2. Homeowner just doesn't like that they're chipped right at the end, so we're going to replace those 2. And then all that's left beyond our base and that is just making a meeting point right here where the cement can meet those landings. And that's really about it. So I'm gonna go grab lunch and we'll catch you back later. All right, so good morning. It is Friday morning. By the looks of it, we're only gonna be able to work until like probably noon, which isn't really a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing for hours, but the Ford right behind me has an ABS light, so once I finish work today, I'm gonna be able to bring that up to the mechanics to have him diagnose that for me. And then from there, I'm going to actually buy a toolbox from that, or for that truck in Revere. Friggin' bus people. Always gonna park like a pain in my ass. There we go. Damn, I guess I was I guess we got a couple things. If I said Jim. Oh, is one of them leaving? Okay, cool. Okay. No need grande? No. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. ¿Qué pasa?
Bien, bien. Vas a llevar esto.
¿Qué?
La mamá no viene clara.
I don't think so. Sunday telephone. Alright, so I gotta get this footage quick, but it is Friday, May 9th. It is 9 o'clock, and this driveway is completely done and prepped. This whole project's done, actually, as of right now. This morning, I was able to get my curb cut done, and then I was able to mud that all in, so that came out nice. This is all prepped. I ended up putting that water valve back in, or the water valve cover. This wall is all done. We got this all the way done to here. Set of stairs done. Plumber's coming to do that. That's the sewer valve that's gonna go in. One landing and then a second landing. That is a done deal. We're gonna have Mystic Paving coming in next week to pave it, and then we're all done here.